I'm going to make this video short to the point. This is your T76 Bobcat Trackloader. I've rented this from Bobcat of Indy. It is the new R Series trackloader. It's 80 inches wide. It's got cast iron arms right here. So from this weld point all the way down, there's 0 welds on this machine. So they're lighter weight, heavier duty. Well, I say 0 welds, but there's welds here obviously. But the main arms are solid cast iron. Reason for that is because the previously welded plate steel arms, the welds would split and they would be open. You know, you can over exceed the limitations of the structure of this metal. These machines will do quite a lot of work. They'll damage them themselves. The idea of these cast iron arms is just so that way that doesn't happen, and also they're stronger and lighter weight. Like I said, the tilt cylinders for the front bucket are raked back just a little bit more, so that way you have a little bit more power with the operation of those cylinders. This machine is a huge upgrade from their previous machines. It's simplified, it's easier, it's actually a little bit more open, easy to work on. I don't know a whole lot about this machine, but what I do know is that it's got a lot of improvements from the past machines. I'm gonna make this a simple video. I want to get straight down and dirty to it. I'm going to do some work with this thing. I'm going to show you guys here in a minute what I'm actually going to be doing. This is a 74 horsepower machine. It's got no DEF, so that's a huge benefit. It's got awesome LED lights on it. I've heard great things about these lights. It's got options for side lights as well. You go right here, so snow removal and farm work, being inside of stalls and stuff, scooping manure and whatnot. You can really see a lot of good stuff. Helps you with your side view. Anyways, let's do some work in this thing. Alright, so today's project with this T76 Bobcat Trackloader is putting all that number 2 down on a drive. I'm going to there's a hump here. I got to take this hump out a little bit here, bring this down some, and make this gradual grade. It's hard to tell with the video, but grade this out some. And most importantly, I'm going to be taking this hill out right here. So this hill, this stake here is 6 feet above my benchmark stake, which is right there. So this is going to go down roughly 6 feet. I'm not going to be able to do it immediately. It's going to be kind of a gradual grade off the road, the drive in. But all this is going to get removed. All this wood is going to get moved over to my backstop for the range. And there's a stake in the back over there. It's actually 8 feet above my benchmark, so I'm going to be grading it out as well. All the way back to that back corner, you can see there's a little bit of pink right there. It's going to go all the way back to that corner and grade it out to here, and then out there is going to be a big roundabout driveway. Sorry about that, got a phone call in the middle of my video there, but at any rate, this road here, drive, whatever you want to call it, it's going to come down and around and get graded out, and this is going to be gravel all the way up here. So there's going to be kind of a split right here. So yeah, I think you get the idea. Anyway, doing like a big teardrop and getting rid of all this wood and dirt. It's going to be a fun day, so let's get to it. Well, I got all the stone laid except for one load. I'm going to put a last final sprinkle all over everything, fill in, kind of touch up around the edges and stuff like that. Pretty thin over there on the riprap edge. My targets are a mess, so excuse that, please. Haven't put them back yet. But yeah, that's almost a completion. I still got a little bit in the center here to fill in, but this area was most important to have stone on, in my opinion, so I got that completed. So the last load should fill in that center section over there and give me enough just to sprinkle over this, at least to have a completed roundabout, and that will get stone in the future. Next project, some other day. All that being said, this T76 R Series Bobcat Trackloader really did an amazing job. It did everything I needed it to do and more. Extremely powerful machine. Very nice, very clean, very comfortable. I spent almost 8 hours straight inside the cab of this machine, and I felt great afterwards, you know. I don't normally operate this type of machinery, so I wasn't used to that feeling. So I was a little loopy, woozy when I got out, you know. Still felt like I was in the machine, kind of like when you're running on a treadmill. You still kind of feel like you're in like light speed mode as you walk or whatever. I don't know, I don't really know how to explain it, but you know, I still felt a little weird getting out of the machine. It took me about 10-15 minutes and I was back to normal. But at any rate, aside from that, I mean, this machine was incredible. It really cut good, it dug good, it graded good. Really enjoy the breakout force of these angled back cylinders for the bucket. That breakout force was quite a lot better than some of the Caterpillar machines I've ran in the past. I don't know that they were quite this heavy duty of machine. Mostly I'm referring to the 247B older skid steers, which, you know, comparatively this machine is much newer. There's much more technological advancements in this machine. The 247s had the old ASV tracks. You know, I'm not even trying to get into all the cat differences, but I'm just saying, you know, for a 14-year-old machine probably now compared to this machine, you know, that's what I have most of my experience with is Caterpillar equipment rather than Bobcat. But as a, you know, a first user of a Bobcat machine, I'm very impressed with this. The lights were wonderful. I worked about 5 hours in the dark with this machine, and I'm telling you what, the lights changed everything. They really spread a good area of visibility. They weren't long range, but clearly you obviously don't need a whole lot of long range visibility running a skid steer. Past 15 feet, I couldn't see all that great. I kind of found myself, you know, trying to struggle to focus, but I have zero lighting out here, and there's kind of a large area. I had no lights whatsoever out here besides the skid steer. But you know, if I had a couple reference lights, I probably would have been a little bit nicer. You know, if I would have put maybe 1 or 2 back here in this back corner, just to kind of have a little bit of depth perception. I just started to lose my depth perception, I guess you could probably call it, due to the limitation of visibility. And when you're working on an uneven grade, such as this hill back here where I filled in all this dirt, I'll walk around to the backside now, I'll actually show you a little bit. But, you know, working down into this hill really made this challenging. So I filled in an enormous amount of space with the dirt that I removed from that flat spot. So you can kind of see the back side of this wall down into the bottom of that ravine, which, oh my gosh, the bottom of it's all the way down there. So it's kind of a big area, large space, and I'm not too worried about the trees. I know people are probably gonna say the trees are gonna die, but if they do, they do. So be it. I gotta have flat space. I'm really bummed out that I underestimated my gravel. I need about double the amount that I got. And I'm gonna be renting this machine probably next weekend, doing the same thing all over again, just laying a lot more stone. So this road will be complete with stone all the way around the backside there, and I'll have a big, huge loop turnaround point. And hopefully one day, I don't know, gotta talk to the wife. Might get enough stone to cover this as well. So we'll see. But that's progress for now. Gotta get this machine moving so I don't keep racking up time on it.